the salt mining, the sort of Dead Sea salt of the lefties continues to get worse. And one of the side effects has been the revival of the 4B movement, which is an extreme feminist ideology out of South Korea that's basically like, wait, what are the 4Bs? It's like no sex, no marriage, no children, no life, basically, right? Now, this had a very, very specific thing to South Korea, but, the West is sort of trying to revive it. Seems like a bit of a psyop to me, bros, if I'm honest, right? This stuff's been shilling around everywhere, and a part of me thinks that this is just sort of yet more kind of like stuff to ensure that societal conflict continues, because, they can't have people just, sort of like laying to rest and trying to get on with each other. Where's the fun in that? Now, this the reason why this is a big thing in Korea was they had a big Me Too movement. This woman was like murdered, and Korea also was basically ruled by a feminist cult for like a while. It's totally a real thing. Like, look it up, right? Like, it's that crazy fucking country. But we also have this kind of like stuff going around.
I'm gonna be honest. I was very blindsided by the results this morning. I've decided that cigarettes don't count today, and I honestly might go get a tattoo. But I also have decided that for the next 4 years, I am going to abstain from schmex with men. And funny enough, I actually just broke up with my boyfriend a handful of days before the election, and it had nothing to do with the anticipation of Donald Trump winning this election. It had everything to do with problems within our relationship and massive differences between who we were as people, which was unfortunate and sad. I wish him well, though. But yeah, as a woman, my bodily autonomy matters.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, we heard it all before, woman. This is pretty funny, though.
I'm hearing talk of this 4B movement because Trump won the presidency, right? My thing is this. Oh no, shiver me timbers. What's so crazy? We've gone so far left that we've come back around right. Isn't that crazy? Women are saying, you know what? We're not going to have sex with any of you anymore until you treat us with respect. Let me get this straight. You had to have a woman lose the presidency for you to stop sleeping with men unless they show you respect? Is that not hilarious to you? We're not going to have sex with any men until y'all start treating us like human beings.
Base black man there. However, there is a slightly more sinister thing going on. Now, just a little bit of historical sort of precedent for you. The sex strike, a lot of them are saying, like the ancient Greeks did. No, they didn't. It's from a play by Aristophanes called Lysistrata, right? Where basically, in order to force a peace between Athens and Sparta, Lysistrata persuades the women of the warring cities to withhold sexual privileges from their husbands and lovers as a means of forcing the men to negotiate peace. A strategy, however, that inflames the battle between the sexes. This is a Greek comedy, right? Like Aristophanes, of course, was like great with these like weird sort of sexual relation comedies. And it's very, very funny play. Basically, the women are like, how am I going to do without sex? They even where's this thing? They even agree to abstain from the lion atop the cheese grater. Whatever the hell that means. That's some Greek sort of term for some weird sex position. So if someone's like, oh, they did it in ancient Greek, no, they didn't. And speaking of Aristophanes, very, very based dude. This is a great quote. When the soldier returns from the wars, even though he has white hair, he very soon finds a young wife. But a woman has only one summer. If she does not make hay while the sun shines, no one will afterwards have anything to say to her, and she spends her days consulting oracles that never send her a husband. Woof. I think that would be illegal to say now or something. Now, this is much darker, right? This is a selection of videos talking about Aqua Tofana. which was a poison used in 17th century Italy so that usually young women could poison their husbands and get out of a marriage. Of course, divorce was illegal back then. Women basically had no rights. So these women today basically like LARPing like they're oppressed, like under the sort of the height of the Catholic Church in medieval Italy is, well, it's bloody funny. But check it out. This is pretty grim.
Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
I got that adrenaline.
All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, lip to attendant, so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7, baby machine, so he can live out his picket fence dreams. It's not an act of love if you make her, you make me too much labor.
Am I right?
Who be sleeping with this bitch? Like, seriously? Oh my god! Like, the glasses, and she's got the smuggly. Ugh, mate, I can feel my bits like literally trying to crawl back up inside me. Ugh. You're telling me this bitch is married? Come on, man. What, you gonna poison one of the members of your polycule? Come on.
Aqua Tavana. If you know, you know.
Barely can wait to hit him with the snare and the bass, square in the face. This fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my venom. Barely can wait to hit him with the snare and the bass, square in the face. This fucking world better prepare to get laced because they're gonna taste my venom. I got that adrenaline, not knowing when I'm.
Bitch, you are never fitting enough poison in that goddamn ring to poison anybody. Indeed, Aqua Tofana is something of a legend. I spent quite a bit of time sort of digging into this. I might make a longer video on this subject, right? I think essentially what happened was that Aqua Tofana became sort of this thing that women would sort of like say, or, you know, a rumor that would go around basically say like, look, men, you know, don't treat your wives too badly. You might get a bit of the Aqua Tofana up in you. But to give you basically a summary, it is supposedly created from lead, arsenic, and belladonna, and, you know, is used to sort of give like a progressive sickness. So, you know, the man sort of in question doesn't know that he's been poisoned. He thinks that he's come down ill. This gives the woman time to make him repent, make sure he signs the will, and then they can be a happy young widow and presumably ride the cock carousel in peace. It is named after Guila Tofana, a woman from Palermo, purportedly the leader of a ring of 6 poisoners in Rome, who sold Aqua Tofana to would-be murderers. Supposedly it came in a sort of cosmetic sort of bottle and called Mana di San Nicola, or the, you know, the bread of Saint Nicholas, essentially, right? Now there's a lot of like stupid stuff about this, right? You would need quite a lot of lead and arsenic in order to do this. You need to get the doses right. Supposedly it was tasteless. I don't know why the hell you'd put belladonna in it, to be perfectly honest. You're probably just more likely to hallucinate as a result of the belladonna alkaloids. I had quite an intense chat with Grok about this, and I was speculating, you know, what if you wanted, your sort of unfortunate husband to have a religious vision, or, you know, believe that he'd been visited by the devil because he wasn't treating his waifu right? Yeah, I don't know. So much like Tarantella, which was a poison that was associated very heavily with the Borgia popes, I think there is much more legend to this than fact, but, you know, there it is, right?